the first hip hop artist to ever go diamond. Cartoons. He had a cartoon series. He has every award in the book, whether it's Grammys, American Music Awards, NAACP Awards. He has them all. He lifted people from the Bay Area and gave them opportunities and put them on the road to see the world, to perform on the biggest stages and bring those experiences back and pollinate them throughout the whole entire Bay Area so we could all be inspired. So when this man gets up to speak, I really want you to celebrate him, because that's not what he does. He walks with humility in his purpose. But I want to say to him, man, you're an incredible human being. I appreciate the relationship you have with Tupac, and I appreciate the relationship you have with the Bay Area. Please welcome the one and only MC Hammer.
Can't touch this. Can't touch this. My music. No, it's all good. It's Pac Day. It's Pac Day. I love y'all. I heard all the stories. I heard every one of them. I heard all the stories the last almost 30 years now. I'm gonna take my time and say this. Let's see, I'm from Lockwood. I went to Lockwood. I went to Manzanita. I went to Garfield. I lived on Peralta. My grandmama's house on Adeline. I hung out at the Farmery Park. High Street is where I grew up my whole life from. The Bank Boys. The Burrells, Ghost Town. Y'all know what it is, all of it. So we not here, finessing nothing. We're talking about Oakland. When Pac say he got his game from Oakland, because hip hop is so, I ain't got the patience for the fakeness. Let me say it that way. Since hip hop is so smoke and mirrors and images and characters that people create in the studio don't got nothing to do really with real life, except when a Pac come along and a few others come along. When he say he got his game from Oakland, he's talking about an Oakland, the spirit, the culture, the ancestors. He's talking about the Pullman Porters, who was the first black organization to take on the corporation. He's talking about Bill Russell, who became the first black head NBA coach. He's talking about Frank Robinson, who became the first major league black baseball coach. He's talking about 1963 when Malcolm X came to McClymonds High School. You know who was with him on that day? Cassius Clay. He's talking about Ali. He's talking about the two cats that was sitting at McClymonds High School when Cassius Clay came. And they had a conversation, and that conversation led to these two young men, one named Huey Newton. They got inspired. If you're gonna really understand what the culture of this is, you can't fake this. When he say he got his game from the town, he's talking about those trailblazers. He's talking about their commitment. Then came the rest of it, the Panthers. The hip hop thing didn't come to 80s. Short was the first one that started doing that here in Oakland. I came right behind him. But the rap is one thing. But representing the people, understanding the people, loving the people, giving back to the people, supporting the people, that's what the town business is. That's what town business is. I don't respect you when you say you town business, your only contribution is who you knock down. Anybody can do that. Matter of fact, my homeboys know what I always tell them, man. All you cats I know, you only knock down people you know. When the other cats come, I don't see you. Y'all respect outsiders more than you respect cats from the town. So I don't really hang with you. Plus you like rap more than I do. But no, for real, they like rap. It's like a movie, you know. But the Pac that I know, Spice One had a video. And Pac got there early. Then I got there. And that's a miracle that I was there early. But some cats came. And Pac had came by itself. And I saw that they, body language, y'all know what it is. They was kind of starting to feel themselves the way they was addressing Pac. So I told Pac, hey Pac, come here for a minute, man. Stand right here, right next to me. Then I said, them cats, hey man, what is this a problem with Pac? And no, Hammer, we was just telling him how much we love his music. The next time that I saw Pac, the stories earlier are the stories before Death Row. The Pac I was with was his last 8 months at Death Row. I was with him every day, even the last day, the last night. Even the 2 days before that, we were in New York. But you ain't never heard me talk about no stories on nobody's platform. You ain't heard me go to none of these Hip Hop 50, and just for the record, I got invited to every one. But I really don't have the patience for the fakeness. I'm really, I'm really 60 years old. So I can't really be, I can't get with the fakeness of it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can do it with a young cat, but I can't come around old cats and still be pretending. What you want me to call you? Six shooter, ex-6 shooter. Man, come on, man. Man, come on, man. Ain't none of your bodies turned up yet. I just can't do it, but I might get, I don't know, but Pac got me out here today. My first Hip Hop 50 event that I said yeah to, and the only one, is to come and say how much I love Pac, right? So let me just say this. Let me just say this. So from December all the way until that night in Vegas, every day or every other day I was with Pac. We made plans. We strategized. I even strategized that last night. I strategized 2 or 3 days before them. I told them how we need to go to Vegas. The thing is this. Tupac, hands down the greatest rapper ever. It's not even a question of that. It's not questionable. I'm not into what your first or your last bar is, your punchline. I'm talking about the totality of what you said. Right. If you want to do that, that's a different kind of contest. If we're gonna talk about the substance of the music, the spirit behind the artist, and who he is, Pac is the greatest ever. I walked into the studio, and Pac had already recorded a new Hammer song. And I was like, what's this, Pac? And he said, man, I told you I'm gonna make sure you tight. So, I pushed the button, and here come the skin tight. Boom, 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 boom. You wonder why they call me Hammer. I say, oh, like that, Pac? So I laid that down. And then a week later, he said, go to the studio, Hammer, and push the thing. And I pushed the button, and it said, come listen to my truest thoughts, my truest feelings, all my peers doing years behind all these killings. How many bodies must we witness before we see it's hard to live this life without God, so we must ask forgiveness. Ask Mama why I got an urge to die, and witness the tears flowing free from her eyes before she could reply. For we were born without a silver spoon. My broken down TV shows cartoons in my living room. One day I hope to make it, a player in this game. Mama, don't cry long as we try, maybe things will change. Perhaps it's just a fantasy, a life where we don't need welfare and we share with our own families. Maybe it's me that causes the fighting and the hurting, in my room crying because I didn't want to be a burden. Watch Mama open up her arms and hug me, and I ain't worried about a damn thing because she still love me. And this game is lessons for your eyes to see. Though things change, the future's still inside of me. We must remember that tomorrow comes after the dark, so you will always be in my heart with unconditional love. I said, Pac, what you want me to do with that? He said, I need you to rap that. I said, you want me to represent? He said, Hammer, just follow me. This needs to be said to our folks. I want you to say it, not me to say it. I want you to say this. So I laid down the record. And I want to just end this by saying, Pac was committed to a future of business, touring. He said, Hammer, this is what we gonna do. We going on tour, we gonna start at the top of Seattle, we going all the way down to San Diego, but we only going to high schools. And this is what it's gonna be. In order for anybody to get in the concert, they gonna have to have at least a C+ or better. Wow. I said, oh, is that right, Pac? He said, yeah, now I'm gonna tell him Uncle Hammer made us do it. I love you, Pac. I love the family. I appreciate y'all coming out here supporting him. Not only do he deserve a street, he deserves so much more. He was taken away from us, and I just give God the glory for his life and his town business forever. Rest in peace, Pac.